It's called The Little Diner on the Edge of the Two-Lane That Cut Through Town. And it's a story about something that happened in 1946. It's the night that my parents met. And this is the story of their meeting.
That's kind of a long title.
It's the longest title I've ever come up with, I think. Well, it was closing time, and he was just back from the war. And she was working late in the white apron that she wore. He was hoping to find some old hometown buddies hanging around. He borrowed his dad's 41 Plymouth Woody, and he drove it down. To that little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town. He was telling her how good it was to be back home. The two of them there late at night in that little diner, all alone, drinking old Joe that was bitter and black. They were sharing a smoke from his pack. That night in the little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town, with a tub of dirty dishes, she disappeared around the back. He stepped up behind the counter and tied a white apron across his gray slacks. He had worked in an apron before the war, and of this fascinating, feisty young woman he wanted to know more. That night in the little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town, with the salt shakers to refill and the counting up of the evening till, she thought their pleasant interlude could not last. She had a long ways to go and a late night bus to catch. That night in the little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town, with his hands deep in the dish soap foam, he called out, "Don't worry, I can always drive you home." In their blue cigarette smoke that floated everywhere, little did they know that Cupid was hovering there. That night in the little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town, and so they took the path they did choose, many years and a long ways from Pembroke Street to the Sunshine State. 71 years would roll around, all 'cause of that night in the little diner on the edge of the two-lane that cut through town. Thank you, thanks. Thank you very much.